And I've always said I don't teach my daughter conclusions, I teach her principles, right? But the reality is that the state is an immoral institution. This is not a matter of opinion. This is not a matter of subjectivity. This is not a matter of personal preference. This isn't what Steph says, right? All of those things have nothing to do with philosophy, and in fact, the quite opposite of philosophy. The proposition that the state is immoral is a carefully reasoned out series of arguments. They're either valid or they're not. But there's nothing to do with cheerleading. There's nothing to do with being gung-ho or not gung-ho. And we do, as parents, if we are philosophers or thinkers or wish to live with integrity, we must teach our children the truth about the world. This does not mean teaching them conclusions, because whenever you give someone a conclusion, you're actually not teaching them. The purpose of me as a parent, as I've continually said, as somebody who talks about parenting, is to teach my daughter how to think, not what to think, right? And if you teach your daughter how to think, with some guidance and some help, of course, then she will be very clear on the world as it is. Now, is she going to grow up thinking that the state is immoral? I hope so. I hope so for two reasons. One is because I will then have taught her how to think, because that is the rational conclusion if you accept the non-aggression principle. And two, it will mean that the proposition has withheld her scrutiny, which means that it's, just got one more toothpick holding up the edifice, so to speak. So the idea that you would then get to pick and choose in philosophy doesn't make any sense. Look, do you think I might not be a little bit more popular if I wasn't an anarchist? Of course I would be, but that's not up to me. Might I be a little bit more popular if I said some corporal punishment is okay? Of course I would. Might I not be a little bit more popular if I was an agnostic or a minor theist or a minarchist? Of course I would be, but that's not up to me. That's not up to me at all. The truth leads where the truth leads. The arguments lead where the arguments lead. The evidence is what the evidence is. And if my friend is caught on film murdering someone, I'm very unhappy about that. I wish my friend hadn't murdered someone. That's terrible. Do I have any choice about the matter? No. The evidence is what the evidence is. So it's not up to you. It's not up to me about what we should teach our children. We teach our children rational ethics, and we teach them critical thinking, and we teach them to respect evidence and reason above all else. I'm sure you would agree with that. This is the basis of the scientific method.